Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is HD, and I'm coming at you guys with the third and final game of this series between two very, very good players, CheckPrime and MKP. What the heck is going on? Oh my god, MarineKingPrime going back to one of his beta builds of lifting off the command center right away. Now this only works on Metalopolis, guys. Oh my god, my mind is actually blown right now. MarineKingPrime has lifted off his command center and he's going straight for the gold. This is unbelievable. Fresh off of his wins with Hellions and Reapers, he's just gonna go ahead and go right for the gold expansion here. Now, this is so ballsy. This is so brave. Oh my god. This is kind of sextacular right now. I don't know what's going on, man. Now, note, guys, this is the version of the map. This is actually the MLG version. So, Check gonna scout up here, doesn't see the Terran here. All he has to do is scout over here, and if he doesn't see the Terran there, then he knows that Marine King has, you know, essentially, where else did he go? He went to the gold. And with the Overlord currently rallied over the way it is, I think it is going to see the gold expansion. I can't even call it an expansion. The gold main, I guess you could say. So let's talk about this for a second. Marine King deciding to go right away to the gold. This gives you a couple of pros. It gives you a couple of benefits. It gives you a couple cons. Obviously, the glaring negativity of this is your wide openness. Look, you've got 3 ramps leading into your base. You're going to be super vulnerable to any aggression. Having said that, though, the benefit of doing this for a Terran player, and mind you, it only works on a map like this, Metalopolis, is you get a bunch of barracks right away. You get a bunch of Marines, and you just make a super one-base timing push with a bunch of units. And that's essentially it. So we'll just have to see whose aggression is better than whose. Check now selecting his Overlord. As you guys can see, he knows exactly what's going on. Immediately, what does he do? He throws down a spawning pool. Can't blame him at all. And now it's totally on Check. Is he going to... well, actually, it's on both of these players. Who's going to be aggressive first? Who's going to micro better? Obviously, Check is going to want to get a lot of Lings out. Maybe Lings and Blings. Honestly, feel like Zerglings and Banelings is the proper response to something like this. Roaches can also be pretty good as well, because Roaches, you know, are fairly good against Marines in the small numbers. Marine King right now adding on a 3rd barracks. So, this is actually a build that Marine King used to use a lot on Metalopolis back in the days. This is like his go-to on Metal. And he kind of stopped doing it for a while, but when I saw him lift off the orbital, I was like, oh my god, he's going back to his old school builds. So Marine King's still very creative. Now, note he does have 3 barracks. I would not be surprised at all to see him add a 4th, 5th, maybe even a 6th barracks. You guys got to remember, he has a lot more income than the Zerg does right now. Well, maybe not a lot more, but he has a considerable amount. And with a mule on the gold, each time a mule returns from the gold, that is 50 minerals. That's a Marine. Every time a mule returns from the gold, so that's a lot of money. Now, it looks like Marine King here, pretty smart with his Marines. Gonna go ahead and go right for the Overlord down south. Very intelligent, and just setting the Zerg back in supply by a little bit is going to hurt so much. 1 larva will have to be used on a new Overlord. 100 minerals as well. It's just a further setback for the inevitable and eventual push from Marine King off of his 1 base. He's not gathering any Vespene though, so that leads me to believe that he's not going to make any Marauders. He's not going to get any stim upgrade or combat shield. Oh, there he goes. So he's going to go ahead and get 1 gas. Pretty late, I feel like, on the gas. So, you know, with the gas coming a little bit later, his push is going to come a little bit later as well. And that may give Check enough time to get enough forces out. But he is pushing right now with just the upgraded list Marines. Let's see what kind of damage he can do. There's quite a few Roaches on the ground, and I think Check should be able to hold this first wave off. But what Check really needs to be concerned about right now, guys, is the 2nd wave. When the stim pack finishes, when the combat shield finishes. We'll have to see which way MKP wants to go. But actually, right now, Check, the one being aggressive here with quite a few Roaches. There's no bunker here. Roaches, in this small number, at this point, I think there may be enough Marines to actually hold that off. Check not going to commit to that, so he is going to pull back for now. But certainly the pressure's on at this moment in the game. He's throwing down a couple of Spine Crawlers, knowing that that push is going to come eventually. Will he get a Baneling nest, or is he just going to rely purely on Roaches? No speed, so I guess he's just going to rely only on roaches to hold off the Terran attack. And now look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barracks total being added on. 1 tech lab here, no doubt, just for an upgrade. Now, combat shields is a lot faster than stim. Okay, so he is going to go for combat shields rather than stim. Alright. Of course, combat shields taking 110 seconds. I believe stim takes 180. Marine King knowing that, you know, he got the upgrades a little bit later, so he really doesn't want to waste any time. At this moment, all Czech is doing is just making units. He's making sure that he can hold off that push. Marine King doesn't want to give him too much time, and so he decided to go for stim pack instead of, shields instead of stim pack. And we actually have a Marauder as well, so he's making use of that tech lab in both ways. It is kind of stuck right now. But, wow, this push is getting bigger and bigger. Marine King mining off the gold. This is unbelievable. Now, note, Marine King hasn't built a second orbital, so this is really just a one base all-in. Essentially, I mean, the minerals are going to be mined out pretty soon here. It's at 400, it's at 600. These patches they're about to run out. And Combat Shields is about to finish. Baneling Nest on the way as well, but I don't think the Banelings will be out in time. It really depends on how much time it takes Marine King to push. How long is he going to hesitate? There we go. So he is moving out right now. And gosh, that's a lot of Marines. That is a ton of Marines. A couple of Marauders in the back as well. Czech could be in trouble, guys. I don't know. This could go either way. 5 Banelings are morphing right now. I'm not entirely sure where they are. I guess they're right here on the larva now. Anyways, Marine King gonna go in here. There's the 5 Banelings coming out. Good spread for MarineKingPrime, spreading them away from the Banelings. Oh, but he loses quite a few, and 2 Banelings make it out of there alive. Is MKP gonna have enough? He saw us to barrel his way through the spine crawlers. Now drones being pulled off the line. Drones are gonna fight in the frontal attack. I think that Czech may have enough to hold this off. This is unbelievable. Marine King, I don't think he's gonna be able to break the front door. I don't think he can do it. And this is actually, I think this is because he decided to go for combat shields rather than stim. I really feel like stim would have been the better upgrade there. But that all-in push has been held off by Czech Prime, and that is huge. What is MKP going to do now? He's running out of minerals. Essentially, he's going to have one last shot at this, one last second wave. But the second wave is going to be a lot harder to pull off than the first one. And you guys can even already see players leaving the game. I think everyone realized what's going to happen here. Czech, MKP's teammate, Czech is going to win this one. The SCVs now all being pulled off to fight. This is the final wave, but I don't see how he's going to break through the spine crawlers and the Banelings. Oh no, MKP trying to do what he can, but the Banelings are here to greet the Marines and the SCVs, and down goes almost the entire army. And that's going to be it. MKP, despite playing very aggressively and playing very uniquely, wasn't able to close out the series. He did take one game with the Reaper Hellion strategy on Zelnaga Caverns, but on this map and on Cascade, he was unable to get the W. So Czech is going to be your winner, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very exciting series to cast. I love casting StarCraft 2 games where players, you know, go and think outside the box, so use different strategies, go away from the norm, and eventually just show us some really entertaining games. So that was super entertaining. I had a lot of fun casting that. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching it. I'm going to try to get more games of Marine King. He never fails to impress me. And if you guys enjoyed this broadcast and are looking forward to seeing more videos, make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm at HD Starcraft. You guys can also follow me on Facebook at HD Starcraft and at Twitter, where you guys can twit me all you want on at HD Starcraft. So make sure you guys follow me whenever you guys get a chance. And you know what? I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy and have a good weekend. HD signing out.